hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and I think we are now on day 4 of my 30 Days of Refashions for my birthday month. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm going through my wardrobe, I find things that I bought because at the time I thought, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever, and then it just sat there. And it sat there, and then I outgrew it. So now it doesn't fit anymore. And that was the case with this amazing sweatshirt that it's just tight and it's uncomfortable, and the neck is, it's just uncomfortable. I do not want to wear it as it is anymore. So today I'm going to show you how you can transform a sweatshirt that's too tight, or any sweatshirt actually, with just a pair of scissors. And how come we can do that? Because sweatshirt jersey doesn't fray, so you don't have to hem it, making this a totally no-sew project. And if you want to know all of my tips and tricks for no sewing and hand sewing and machine sewing and just absolutely everything, plus have a one-on-one with yours truly, then I highly recommend joining my wardrobe revolution. Link will be down below. And for this fast and fancy project, all you need is your uncomfortable sweatshirt and your scissors. So I now have my sweatshirt inside out, laid flat on my table, and the first thing I'm going to do is chop out this very uncomfortable neckline, and I'm going to actually be cutting out the seam as well. So I'm going to cut as close to the seam as possible because I want this whole thing gone. Now I'm going to chop off the sleeves, but I'm going to chop off even more than I did with the collar because I want this to have kind of a strappy tank top vest look when it's all said and done. So I think I'm going to go about here and chop the sleeves off. In order to cut off my other sleeve as close to the same size as the first one, I'm using that first chopped sleeve as my template, and I've just lined everything up as evenly as I could get it. And now I'm going to use that as a template and chop off this one. And of course, now we have to get rid of this bottom bulky hem here, and I want mine to be a little bit more cropped, so I'm going to go a few centimeters higher and then chop on through. So now you have the collar off, the sleeves off, and the bottom hem off. Go ahead and try it on and see if you like the fit of it. If not, then chop off the areas that you want to chop off to make it fit better. For me, I want a lower neckline here, so I'm folding the shirt in half sideways, and then I'm just going to line up the shoulder seams here and make everything as even as possible. And once again, jersey fabric doesn't fray, and it's not just t-shirt jersey, it's also a sweatshirt jersey. So again, there's no sewing and no hemming needed unless you really want to. Okay, so now this is all lined up here, and I'm just gonna go chop off some more. And all of those chopped pieces are now neatly folded and ready to go in my stash for a future project. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And my funky cropped vest top is complete with no sewing whatsoever. So now we can try it on and style it up. Aren't those refashions the absolute best? The ones where there is just a couple of snips, there's no stitching, there's no nothing, and it has a phenomenally awesome result. I think I'm going to wear that all the time because it's perfect for layering, and it's also really good just for, throwing over the workout gear or throwing over and heading out on a hot day. It is fantastic. Now, if you're wondering what it says on the front, I'm not going to tell you. You can take a screenshot and look it up, but rest assured, I did live in Japan. I do know what it says, and I think it is a wonderful sentiment. Sometimes, not all the time, but definitely sometimes. If you want to know what that says, then maybe you want to join my wardrobe revolution, and you can ask me in person during our live 1 hour one-on-one. The link will be down below for you. And until tomorrow, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista. Refashionista.